Let's look at the suicide rate in Nigeria. Recently, there have been some internet controversy about suicide between Very Dark Man and another individual. And they've been showing some form of theatrics, drinking some substances on live stream. And let's take a look at this report by anti-suicide advocacy group known as Sxicide Is No Solution. They raised an alarm that suicide occurs every 33 seconds, and it is estimated that 15,000 to 16,000 Nigerians die annually by suicide. If we take a look at this scenario I just gave now, due to some controversies, some people came online and said they were drinking some substances to annihilate themselves. According to some legal analysts, they will say that that is a crime on its own, an attempt to take your own life. Yeah. Because for me personally, I can't imagine, that cannot even come to my head at all, because this life is so sweet. It's so sweet. So, but I want you to speak on this, please.
Well, quite unfortunate, some of the things happening online these days. A couple of things. We cannot say just one factor is responsible for the rate of suicide that we have in the country today. Some people are not even having financial issues, but they have mental, psychological disturbances, and they end up committing suicide. We have seen rich people who have also committed suicide. We can count some of them in the country. I think I remember one of the cases in Lagos. A particular man, was it not even in the media, something, who died, and people were like, what happened? What could have been his problem? Because this person is doing well in his business. So it could be family issues, it could be people just have mental disturbances that might lead to it. And in situations where it is becoming more and more popular, you also mentioned that in the last 2 months, all over the world, we have seen about 95,000 deaths now. White people are dying. We are seeing more of such cases in the black man's land now. You just see pictures all over the place, people hanging themselves, and so it's unfortunate. Now, if the social media that should serve, especially for skit makers, they always say theater or acting mirrors the society, but then it is expected that it will also be a tool to make the society better. And that's why you normally have those tragic comedy movies, or movies that are actually preaching sense or preaching sanity, so that people can know, even if you do things in the wrong way, there's always a repercussion for it. So in that instance, it should be with moderation. But what you are saying now, because when I saw, I think I traveled in the course of the week, and that was when I saw that video, that clip on Twitter of that lady, King Michi, taking a mic. And I looked at it, I said, already people believed it. And I said, this is ridiculous. Because she was there, she was not the only one there. And if you watch that video, minutes before she took it, she was holding it already. So the people who rushed to save her were also there, they could see it. So if you want to stage manage something to let us know that this lady was so frustrated that she decided to take her own life, what were you looking at all the while? When she decided to break the sachet, what were you looking at till she took the content? We had then you had, after her, you now had the other man, a very dark man, catching cruise with this thing by saying, oh, this battle has not finished. I'm going to follow you to where you have gone to continue it.